Yesterday, I did an IPA comparison. New England style IPAs, hazy ones, namely these two, Voodoo Ranger, Juicy Hazy IPA, against Brewdog, Hazy Jane. Now, what I found was that this one tasted a lot like fruit punch, and this one tasted like lemon juice. Well, it didn't taste exactly like it, but that's the kind of analogy I use in comparing them against each other. Now, it got me interested in New England IPAs, which I've drank before numerous times, but I never really thought about it. You know, I buy an IPA and it's an IPA. I don't care if it's a New England IPA or a West Coast IPA or whatever kind of IPA. It didn't matter to me. It was an IPA. Well, I got two more New England IPAs, specifically the hazy kind that I wanted to try. And I wanted to try these two, Stone, because Stone is a relatively well-distributed brewery. Their beers are sold pretty much everywhere in the U.S., so there's a good chance that you can get Stone IPA. This one is in particular called Delicious. It's a hazy. It's 7.2, I believe. Yeah, 7.2. And it's rated 88 on Beer Advocate, which means it's very good, according to Beer Advocate. 2 years ago, I was in Hawaii, and I went to the Maui Brewing Company. And every beer that I tried at the Maui Brewing Company, which I didn't try them all, but the ones I did try, I enjoyed very much. And I don't think I tried this one. This is the Maui OMG Hazy India Pale Ale, and it's rated at a 7.0 ABV and 87 on Beer Advocate. Now, I didn't want to do a four-way beer comparison, so I'm going to compare these two, and then maybe the winner of these two I'll put up against the winner of these two, which was Voodoo Ranger, because at the time I felt like I preferred the tropical punch flavor more than the lemon juice flavor. Although I did have a couple more of each of those later on. And as I said in the video, I thought, maybe that tropical juice or that strong lemon juice type flavor might appeal to me, or I might acquire a taste. And I think I did. So anyway, we'll see how these stack up. And now I'll open my eyes. I don't know which one is which. I don't care. One thing I noticed about these is these beers, and I don't know which one or if it's both, have an aroma to them. A kind of a tropical or fruity aroma. And I told you about the IPA style, or the New England style last time. So I don't think I need to repeat that. We'll just get down to business. Yeah, I like the aroma, fruity aroma, fruit punch. This is smooth, but it's also doesn't seem to be as sweet as the one I tried yesterday, the Voodoo Ranger, which was like fruit punch. This is like fruit punch, but with some bitterness, which I kind of like that. Now there's a flavor in there. And this is going to be one of those cases where I can't decide what that flavor is, or I can't describe it. There is something pronounced in there. Maybe kind of like a plum or grape kind of hint that comes on about halfway through and finishes with it. I don't know if I would call it grape or plum. I don't know what the hell I would call it, but it's a slight. Well, I don't know if I would say a slightly sour fruit either. It's definitely not a lemon flavor. Maybe guava. Maybe that's what it is. I tell you, this one with that, if it's guava, it's kind of an unusual flavor for a beer, even an IPA. To me, anyway. So you might taste this and think, what the hell is that? And anything, a lot of people, when you're drinking something new and strange or different, you might not like it right away. It might take you a couple of beers before you start getting a taste for it. That might be the case here. Because I think it's a good beer and I can drink it. But I think I like this one better. And there's definitely some, I think, a hop bitterness to this. Where this one isn't so much of a tropical punch type of taste to it. I mean, you got your citrusiness, you got your fruity, your tropical fruit type flavors in there. But it's more in the background. And then the hops are quite present. This one's got that flavor to it, that guava flavor. As far as carbonation and feel, they both feel about the same. Neither one feels exceptionally carbonated. They both go down very smooth. But it's just a matter of you want this guava type flavor, or if you want this hop type flavor. What else can I use to describe this? Am I thinking? No, it's definitely some type of fruit. I was wondering if it could have been maybe cilantro, but if anything, it's got some bitterness as well. But whatever that flavor is, that guava, if that's what it is, it's not my preference, at least not right now. We'll see how it make me. If I compare that to one of these other two beers, maybe it'll be a different story. I'm gonna go ahead and prefer this one for now, and it would seem that is this is the Stone, and this is the Maui. So the Maui is the one with with that flavor. I'll have to look it up. Let's see, crafted with passion, inspired by paradise. We are an innovative and independent brewery. Okay, but you're not telling me anything what it tastes like. And it might have something in here, but I can't read it. It's too small. But I'll stick it up to the camera, and maybe you can read it. If it doesn't, if it's comes into focus or not, I don't know. Oh well. So, did you get that? I guess I'll find out when I edit the video, won't I? Now this one here, delicious. I would say, yeah, it is preferable to the Maui, which is surprising because I remember the Maui beers that I drank. All of them were good. But on the other hand, I wasn't comparing them against anything. They were just standalone beers. So you really don't know if a beer is good or bad, for the most part, unless you're comparing it to another beer. Like if I would have either one of these beers by itself, I would enjoy them both, probably. And that's that. But when you do it side by side, that's when you can tell the difference. You can detect things in there that you don't detect in the other beer, and so on. So yeah, that's definitely a unique flavor. And I think that if I ever do another comparison with a Maui OMG against another beer, I'll probably know right away that it's the Maui. Whereas this one, I'll probably know this one too, because it's got that strong flavor to it. So I think a good comparison might be Voodoo Ranger and Stone. Although I think between the two of these, Voodoo Ranger is going to be more sweet and smooth, and Stone is going to be bitter in comparison to the Voodoo Ranger, I think. So there's only one way to find out, and that is to stick around to see. All right, thanks for watching.